Right, Dougie, now we've got the batter.
Yep.
You see it's to quite a nice consistency. That's probably how I just like it for my fish.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what we're going to do is pour it into my batter trough. I'm going to fill it 2/3 full.
So why are you only filling it to 2/3?
Well, I don't like it too full, and also I don't want too much batter near my range.
Right.
Where it's hot.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Can you put that in the fridge for me?
Yeah, sure, I'll put that back for you.
As you can see, I've got my fish here. Now, Dougie, see, I picked the fish up at the fin end, and what I'm going to dunk it in the batter.
Yes.
Ensuring that it's all going in the batter.
Yeah.
So I'm catching all my fish with the batter. I'll simply tilt it and lay it flat.
Right.
You see, I get close to the fat.
Yeah.
As not to drop it in from high and splash it. Again, ensuring all the fish is covered. Tip and in.
Yeah.
You'll also notice that I'm not putting a fish on top of another fish.
Right.
Because they just stick together.
Yes, yeah.
It's quite important to ensure that there's
so do you like working a clockwise direction or four corners, or?
I simply just work where there's space.
Right, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
See again. Nice smooth motion. And then you go.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Good, yeah, okay.
Now I'm going to move the batter away from the heat.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the summer, would you put that back in the fridge, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Vital that you keep it lovely and cool.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Okay.
Now I've noticed that you use rice cones in your shop.
Yes, I do. Yeah, indeed. We have some here. Okay. Personally, I prefer using rice cones. Okay, because I just place the fish in it. Not heavily rice coned, okay, that ensures the surface is dry, and personally I actually believe the fish fry a little bit better with rice cones, but again, it's a personal preference. I know many people that do, and I know many people that don't, and they still run successful business, so like many things it is actually a question of choice, okay, alright, okay. I noticed that you didn't set a timer. Personally, I tend to set a timer for most things, and I just set it going, okay, and it's not like not there to cook fish or cook chips, but at least then I look at it 4 or 5 minutes, and if I haven't taken the fish out, I better have a quick look. Because one of my failings is I talk too much to people, and it's so easy to forget it, and you can go from brown to burnt in a couple of minutes if you're not careful. So I tend to set a timer, okay?
You'll notice now I'm just going to turn the fish, Dougie. I tend to turn them twice when I'm frying them.
Yeah.
Just a swift action again. And you'll notice, Dougie, that they're flat on the bottom and more crisp on the top.
Yeah. So when you take your batter scraps out?
Normally when they're golden brown, slightly,
okay,
you know, just before the fish are ready.
Yeah. I noticed that with the fish going in, the temperature gauge hasn't dropped a great deal, Chris. I mean, I noticed the burner's just cut in, but it's still around 180 degrees centigrade there. So obviously with the fish, you don't lose too much temperature when you're frying, unlike the chips where the pan drops considerably.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, on this particular range, the red light next to the green one actually indicates that the burners are on. Okay.
Now you see the scraps are nice and golden brown.
Yeah.
Simply take them out. Get them out of the way. It's important with your fish. See, you don't want it. You can tell that's not quite ready.
Yeah, okay.
Nice and tough.
Would you agree that when the fish starts bubbling quite a bit, it gives an indication that they're nearly ready?
Yes.
You know, because if people don't use timers, they need some indication to when they actually cook.
That's right.
Because they look quite nice now, but as you say, they're not quite cooked yet.
Now you see I'm taking this fish out, Dougie.
Yeah.
I like to drain it well, give it a shake, and up into the hot box. Again, shake any excess fat off, and up in the box.
So you always use the small little lifter, or do you sometimes use the big fish if you're busy and we can take 3 or 4 at a time, maybe?
Yeah,
okay.
Busy periods I'll use the big one,
Yeah.
get 2 or 3 out at the same time. It's also important, Dougie, after every fry, I like to sieve my pan.
Yeah.
In the box.
Right, okay. I noticed that you've actually laid the fish flat there. I've noticed in some shots people actually put them on their end, and in an ideal world all the fish that we sell would be gone within a few minutes, but if that's not always the case, I think some people tend to put them on their ends, okay, because they actually stand a little bit better, okay. The only thing I would say is that when you go into a shop and you see the fish stood like that, how long have they been there, okay. Alright Chris, we just take one of these out of the cabinet and just see how well we've done. The batter looks well cooked, Chris. Nice white meaty fish.
Nice and crisp.
Nice and crisp, yeah, no doughy bits. I think we could say that's probably fit for a king, that, Chris.